The world in front of you in this year is loud in a very direct way. Screens glow from morning until night, voices speak over each other, opinions arrive without rest. News, comments, praise, anger, advice, blame, all press against the mind. I stand before you and say this with calm certainty. Strength begins when you step away from this pressure. Not with anger, not with drama, with quiet choice. There is power in stepping back from constant input. When you reduce what enters your ears and eyes, your thoughts slow down. You start to hear your own breathing again. You notice how your body feels when it is not tense from constant alerts. The mind regains balance when it is not pulled in many directions at once. This is not about hiding. This is about control. In public life, I learned that those who react to everything lose command over themselves. They speak too fast. They explain too much. They give away their position before they are ready. When you withdraw from constant talk, you gain time. Time sharpens judgment. Time allows emotion to settle. A calm mind sees patterns clearly. A rushed mind only sees the surface. Silence does not mean weakness. Silence means choice. It means you decide when to speak and when to remain still. In a room full of voices, the quiet person is often the one watching every move. Eyes notice tone, posture, timing. While others seek attention, the silent one gathers information. Information is not heavy. It does not tire the body, it strengthens it. In daily life, this begins with small actions. You do not need to comment on every post. You do not need to explain your plans to every person who asks. You do not need to defend your direction to people who do not walk with you. Each explanation drains energy. Each reaction creates a new demand. By stepping back, you protect your focus. There is a deep relief that comes when you stop reacting. The chest feels lighter. The jaw relaxes. The eyes soften. You move through the day with less pressure. Decisions feel clearer. When the outside world quiets down, inner discipline grows stronger. Discipline grows best in calm conditions. Those who wish to control you rely on constant stimulation. They want you emotional, tired, and distracted. A distracted person is easy to guide. A calm person is difficult to move. When you withdraw from constant noise, you stop being predictable. Unpredictability creates respect. Respect creates distance. Distance creates. Consider how often people speak about goals they have not yet earned. Words travel fast. Results arrive slowly. When you speak too early, expectations form around you. Expectations limit freedom. Silence keeps your options open. It allows you to adjust without explanation. It allows you to change course without shame. In this year ahead, many will compete for attention. Attention has become a form of currency. Yet giving attention away too freely leaves you poor. Guard it carefully. Choose where your eyes rest. Choose which voices enter your mind. What you allow inside shapes your behavior over time. There is also comfort in privacy. When your life is not on display, you move with ease. Mistakes feel less heavy. Growth feels more natural. You learn faster when you are not performing for others. Real improvement requires space. Space comes from silence. Withdraw does not mean disappear forever. It means step back long enough to strengthen your position. A general does not shout plans across the field. A builder does not announce each step before the foundation is set. Quiet work creates solid results. Loud work often collapses under pressure. In moments of quiet, you begin to notice what truly matters. You hear your own standards. You feel when something aligns with your values and when it does not. This inner signal grows weak in constant chatter. Silence restores it. There will be discomfort at first. The habit of reacting is strong. The urge to respond quickly feels natural. Resist it. Sit with the feeling. Let it pass. Each time you choose stillness over reaction, you gain control. Control builds confidence. Confidence does not need approval. Others may misunderstand your quiet. They may think you have nothing to say. Let them think so. Underestimation is a safe position. It allows freedom of movement. Those who reveal less are harder to manipulate. They are harder to provoke. They remain steady when others shake. Withdraw from the noise not to escape the world, but to prepare for it. When you return with clarity. Your words carry weight because they are rare. Your actions speak without explanation. People listen more closely when you do not speak often. This practice is not about isolation. It is about selectivity. Choose a few trusted voices. Choose moments of rest. Choose work that requires full attention. Let go of the rest. Life becomes simpler when unnecessary input is removed. As the days pass, you will notice a change. Your sleep improves. Your focus deepens. Decisions feel firm instead of rushed. You move with purpose rather than impulse. This is the quiet strength that lasts. In times of uncertainty, those who remain calm shape outcomes. They are not pulled by every trend. They do not chase every opinion. They stand still long enough to see the truth. Truth reveals itself to them. Withdraw from the noise and claim your mind back. In silence, you regain authority over yourself. From that place, nothing outside can easily disturb you. There is a quiet place where real progress is born, and it is rarely seen by others. It exists early in the morning before the city wakes, and late at night when the noise fades. It exists in rooms without applause and effort without witnesses. This is where serious growth happens. Not in public moments, not under bright lights, but in solitude, where no one is counting your steps. Most people wait to be noticed before they give their best effort. They move only when eyes are on them. Their energy depends on praise. This creates weak foundations. When approval disappears, so does their discipline. I learned long ago that relying on attention makes a person fragile. Strength must stand even when no one is watching. Work done in silence shapes character faster than work done for display. When no one is observing, excuses have no value. There is no audience to impress, no reward except progress itself. This kind of effort tests honesty. It asks whether you will continue even when there is no immediate return. In public, it is easy to act capable. In private, the truth appears. The body resists. The mind searches for comfort. This is where discipline is either built or abandoned. Each time you continue despite discomfort, you train yourself to endure. Endurance creates reliability. Reliable people rise quietly while others wait for permission. Consider how nature operates. Growth is slow and unseen at first. Roots spread underground long before anything appears above the surface. If roots are weak, the structure fails when pressure arrives. Quiet work strengthens the base. When challenges come, you remain steady because your foundation was built without shortcuts. There is also freedom in unseen effort. You are not tied to expectations. You can make mistakes without shame. You can adjust without explanation. This freedom allows faster learning. Public performance often freezes growth because fear of judgment limits experimentation. Many speak loudly about plans and dreams. Few follow through when attention fades. Those who master themselves continue regardless of mood. They do not rely on motivation. They rely on habit. Habit formed in private becomes automatic in public. Working unseen sharpens focus. Without distraction, you feel the rhythm of effort. You notice when energy dips and when it rises. You learn how long concentration lasts before rest is needed. This self-awareness becomes a powerful tool. People who understand their limits can push them wisely. There is a certain calm that develops when your progress does not depend on validation. You move at your own pace. You are not rushed by comparison. Comparison weakens resolve. It turns growth into competition. Quiet work removes this poison. You measure progress against your own past, not against others. The world often rewards visible effort, but it depends on invisible effort. Public success rests on private discipline. Without it, achievement becomes temporary. Pressure exposes weakness quickly. Those who prepared in silence remain composed. In daily life, unseen work takes many forms: reading when others scroll, practicing skills without posting proof, improving health without announcing it, learning restraint when provoked. Each of these actions strengthens inner control. Control is the true source of silence during effort also protects intention. When plans remain private, interference is limited. Opinions do not distract. Doubt from others cannot enter what they do not know. This protection is valuable. Many projects fail not from difficulty, but from noise around them. There will be moments when effort feels heavy, the body aches, the mind questions purpose. In these moments, unseen work shows its value. You learn to continue without reassurance. This builds trust in yourself. Self-trust is rare and powerful. Those who rely on public praise become dependent. Dependency weakens judgment. It pushes people to choose what looks good over what is right. Private effort allows alignment with personal standards. Standards guide decisions when pressure. Quiet work also sharpens patience. Results take time. Without constant feedback, you learn to wait. Waiting strengthens emotional control. Emotional control prevents reckless choices. Reckless choices destroy progress faster than any obstacle. When the time comes to act publicly, preparation reveals itself. Movements appear smooth. Words carry weight. Confidence feels natural rather than forced. Others wonder how it came together so easily. They did not see the hours spent refining details alone. There is also humility and unseen effort. You understand how much work remains. Pride does not grow because no one applauds. This keeps learning alive. Pride stops growth. Humility invites it. In this year, many will chase visibility. Few will commit to consistency. Choose the path that builds strength quietly. Let results speak when the moment is right. Noise fades, substance remains. Work where no one is watching, not to hide, but to prepare. When opportunity arrives, preparation answers without delay. This is how lasting influence is built, not through display, but through depth. Speeches become measured. Over time's addition and gens. Over time, this practice changes how you carry yourself. Movements become deliberate. Speech becomes measured. Reactions slow. People sense stability without knowing why. Stability attracts trust. Trust opens doors quietly. Private effort also brings peace. You are not constantly seeking approval. Your worth is not negotiated daily. This peace allows clearer thinking. Clear thinking leads to better decisions. Remember this: attention is fleeting. Discipline lasts. Those who invest in discipline without witnesses gain strength that cannot be taken away. When others tire from performing, you continue calmly. Work unseen and allow the results to arrive on their own schedule. When they appear, they will feel earned, solid, and undeniable. There is a moment in every interaction when words can either give you strength or take it away. Most people rush past that moment. They speak quickly, explain too much, and reveal more than they realize. They believe talking creates control. In truth, restraint creates control. The one who speaks less often understands more, sees more, and moves with greater accuracy. When you slow your speech, your senses wake up. You start to notice details that were always there but easy to miss. The pause before someone answers. The way a voice tightens when truth is stretched. The shift in posture when confidence fades. These small signals speak louder than long conversations. They reveal intentions without effort. People show who they are when they believe they are being heard, not studied. Invites honesty. Silence. When you do not rush to fill space, others do it for you. They share thoughts they did not plan to share. They expose priorities without realizing it. This is not manipulation. This is awareness. In daily life, excessive talking often comes from insecurity. A need to be seen, to be accepted, to be understood immediately. This urge weakens position. It places your value in the hands of others. When you speak less, you reclaim that value. You decide when your voice matters. Observation requires patience. Patience sharpens judgment. Judgment protects you from poor decisions. Many mistakes are made not from lack of intelligence, but from lack of attention. Words spoken too fast cannot be taken back. Silence leaves room to choose. There is also respect in restraint. When your words are rare, they carry weight. People listen differently. They remember what you say. Constant talk dulls impact. Silence sharpens it. Influence grows not from volume, but from precision. Watch how people behave when they think they are leading. Notice who listens and who interrupts, who reacts emotionally and who remains calm. Behavior under pressure reveals character more clearly than promises. Observation turns confusion. In moments of conflict, silence becomes even more powerful. Emotional reactions invite escalation. Calm observation cools tension. When others expect response and receive stillness instead, momentum shifts. Control returns to you. This does not mean submission. It means choice. There is strength in allowing others to underestimate your awareness. When people believe you are passive, they lower their guard. They reveal plans, fears, and weaknesses without resistance. Awareness grows quietly. Preparation becomes easier. In work, in relationships, in public spaces, the one who observes understands timing. Timing decides outcomes. Speaking at the right moment creates impact. Speaking too early dissolves it. Silence keeps doors open until the right moment arrives. This practice also builds inner discipline. You learn to manage impulses. You feel the urge to speak and choose restraint instead. Each time you do this, control strengthens. Control over speech leads to control over action. Action guided by control creates stability. Observation sharpens empathy as well. You sense when someone is uneasy, when pressure builds, when trust forms. This understanding allows you to respond appropriately rather than emotionally. Emotional reactions satisfy the moment. Measured responses shape the future. There is a calm confidence that grows from awareness. You no longer rush to prove intelligence or worth. You already know where you stand. This confidence does not need validation. It shows through posture, tone, and presence. People who talk too much often reveal their fears. Fear of being ignored, fear of losing relevance, fear of silence. When you grow comfortable with silence, fear loses its grip. Comfort with silence is comfort with yourself. In this year, many will rush to speak opinions. Opinions cost nothing. Attention is spent freely. But attention focused becomes insight. Insight creates advantage. Advantage belongs to those who wait and watch. Observe patterns. Notice who repeats behavior. Notice who changes when circumstances shift. Consistency reveals values. Inconsistency reveals pressure points. This knowledge is not used to harm, but to protect yourself from false expectations. Silence also preserves energy. Talking drains focus. Listening restores it. The mind remains clearer when not constantly performing. Clear minds make fewer errors. Fewer errors build credibility over time. There will be moments when silence feels uncomfortable. The urge to fill space will arise. Allow it to pass. Discomfort is temporary. Control gained is lasting. Each pause becomes easier than the last. In relationships, speaking less creates depth. You hear what is truly meant rather than what is said. You respond thoughtfully instead of reactively. Trust grows when people feel understood rather than judged. In leadership, observation separates those who command respect from those who demand it. Respect is earned quietly. Demands create resistance. Leaders who observe know when to act and when to wait. Say less, observe more, and you begin to move ahead without friction. You are no longer pulled by every comment. You are guided by understanding rather than impulse. Understanding builds authority without effort. Over time, this habit reshapes how others see you. They sense composure, they sense awareness, they sense depth. Depth is rare. Rare qualities attract attention without seeking it. Words will always be available. Silence, once broken, cannot be restored. Guard it carefully. Use it wisely. In silence, clarity grows. In clarity, power settles quietly within you. Before anything outside of you changes, something inside must become steady. Many people chase results with restless energy. They want fast proof that their effort matters. They measure progress by what appears on the surface. This creates constant pressure. Pressure clouds judgment. When judgment weakens, effort scatters. Control over yourself must come first. Without it, success creates stress instead of freedom. With it, even slow progress feels stable. Mastery of the self is not dramatic. It is quiet, daily, and often unnoticed. It begins with how you wake up, how you react, how you speak to yourself when no one listens. The mind wants comfort, it wants excuses, it wants easy answers. Discipline teaches the mind to wait. Waiting strengthens focus. Focus keeps effort aligned. Aligned effort produces results that last. Without this order, outcomes feel empty, even when achieved. Emotional control is a central skill. When emotion decides action, consistency disappears. Motivation rises and falls. Discipline remains steady. A steady person builds trust with themselves. Self-trust creates calm. Calm allows clearer decisions under pressure. Look closely at moments when frustration appears. The body tightens, breathing shortens, thoughts race. In these moments, many react without thought. Reaction feels natural, but it weakens position. Pause changes everything. A pause creates space between feeling and action. In that space, choice lives. Mastery means choosing response instead of reaction. This choice protects energy. Energy wasted on anger does not return. Energy saved fuels progress. Over time, emotional control becomes automatic. You stop being pulled by every external trigger. There is also mastery in managing desire. Wanting too much too fast creates impatience. Impatience leads to shortcuts. Shortcuts weaken foundations. Strong foundations require patience. Patience grows when desire is guided rather than indulged. Daily habits shape outcomes more than ambition. Ambition without structure burns quickly. Structure without ambition moves slowly but reliably. When structure and ambition align, momentum builds naturally. This alignment comes from self-awareness means noticing patterns. When focus drops, when excuses appear, when discipline weakens, observation without judgment allows correction. Judgment creates shame. Shame blocks improvement. Calm awareness invites adjustment. Mastery also includes how you treat your body. Sleep, movement, and food affect thought. A tired body produces impatient thinking. A neglected body reduces resilience. Caring for the body is not vanity, it is preparation. Preparation ensures endurance. Many chase external validation. Praise feels rewarding. Criticism feels painful. Both distract from progress. When self-worth depends on reaction, directions, constant, steady, hey! Direction. Set standards quietly. Follow them consistently. Standards guide behavior when emotion rises. They act as anchors. Without them, drift begins. Drift wastes time. The mind also needs order. Too many goals create confusion. Confusion creates hesitation. Choose fewer priorities. Give them full attention. Completion brings satisfaction. Satisfaction reinforces discipline. There will be days when effort feels heavy. Progress seems invisible. These days test commitment. Commitment built on mood fails quickly. Commitment built on identity endures. Identity says, "This is who I am, regardless of outcome today." Mastery before outcome also means accepting uncertainty. Outcomes are influenced by many factors. Not all are within control. Focus on what is controllable: effort, attitude, preparation, response. These are reliable investments. Control what you can, release what you cannot. This balance reduces anxiety. Anxiety drains focus. Focus fuels growth. Growth compounds quietly. In moments of delay, frustration often rises. Delay is not denial. Delay is refinement. Use waiting time to strengthen skill. Skill increases confidence. Confidence reduces desperation. Desperation leads to poor choices. Mastery also includes restraint. Not every opportunity deserves attention. Not every conflict deserves response. Choose carefully. Choice protects energy. Energy directed wisely creates progress. DBP fire stationed, defeat sessions wishin. The P time for ruler resistation. Observe how calm changes presence. Posture improves. Speech slows. Decisions feel firm. Others sense stability. Stability attracts trust. Trust opens doors without force. Many believe outcomes will bring peace. In reality, peace allows outcomes. Without inner order, success feels unstable. With inner order, even small wins feel meaningful. Train the mind to return to center after disruption. Disruption is constant. Recovery speed matters more than avoidance. Quick recovery preserves momentum. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. Consistency compounds. Compounding creates strength over time. Master yourself before outcomes, and outcomes stop controlling you. You remain steady whether progress is fast or slow. Steadiness is rare. Rare qualities create advantage. When the inner world is ordered, the outer world becomes manageable. Decisions align, effort focuses, time feels used rather than lost. This is the work that cannot be skipped, it cannot be borrowed, it cannot be rushed. It belongs entirely to you. When it is done well, everything else follows more easily. Mastery of the self does not announce itself. It shows through calm behavior, measured action, and quiet confidence. These qualities do not fade with circumstance, they remain. There comes a point when preparation is complete and movement becomes inevitable. Not rushed movement, not emotional movement. Calm movement. This is the return that matters. A return built on silence, discipline, and self-command. When you return like this, the world feels different because you are different. The same noise exists, but it no longer reaches you in the same way. Being untouchable does not mean being unreachable. It means being unshaken. Opinions pass by without sticking. Provocation loses its effect. Pressure no longer bends your posture or your thinking. This state is not luck. It is earned through restraint, patience, and steady effort over time. Most people return too early. They step back into the world while still hungry for approval. Hunger creates weakness. Weakness invites influence. Influence pulls direction away from purpose. When you wait until inner stability is strong, your return carries weight without effort. An untouchable person moves with intention. Each action feels deliberate. There is no need to explain motives. No need to prove strength. Presence alone communicates readiness. This presence comes from knowing your limits and respecting them. When challenges appear, the response remains measured. Panic does not enter. Anger does not take control. Calm analysis replaces reaction. This confuses those who expect emotional response. Confusion shifts power quietly. Returning untouchable also means knowing when not to engage. Not every challenge deserves attention. Not every comment deserves response. Energy is conserved for what matters. Conservation creates endurance. Endurance allows long-term progress. There is also freedom in detachment. You care deeply about your standards, but not about external judgment. Judgment fluctuates. Standards remain. Living by standards simplifies decisions. Simplicity reduces stress. Reduced stress sharpens focus. An untouchable return changes how people treat you. Boundaries become visible without explanation. Disrespect loses access. Respect forms naturally. This is not forced, it is sensed. In work, this means choosing quality over noise. Results speak without announcement. Consistency replaces urgency. Urgency fades, consistency remains. Over time, consistency builds reputation quietly. In relationships, this means clarity. You no longer chase understanding. You communicate calmly and listen carefully. You accept what is shown rather than what is promised. Acceptance prevents disappointment. There is strength in not needing to be right publicly. Private clarity matters more. When clarity exists inside, disagreement does not threaten identity. Identity rooted in self-command does not shift easily. An untouchable person also accepts solitude when needed. Solitude restores balance. Balance protects judgment. Judgment guides action. This cycle sustains strength. The return is not dramatic. It is subtle. Others may not notice immediately. That is fine. True strength does not require recognition. Over time, impact becomes clear. Pressure tests stability. When pressure rises and you remain steady, trust grows. Trust invites opportunity. Opportunity arrives without demand. There will still be obstacles. Untouchable does not mean untouched by difficulty. It means difficulty does not dictate behavior. Behavior remains aligned with purpose. This alignment creates a sense of direction that does not waver easily. Direction reduces doubt. Doubt drains energy. Energy saved fuels growth. When mistakes happen, correction follows quickly. There is no collapse into self-criticism. There is learning. Learning refines approach. Refinement improves outcomes. The return also includes humility. You know how much effort it took to arrive here. You respect the process. Respect prevents arrogance. Arrogance blinds judgment. An untouchable presence carries quiet confidence. Confidence without noise feels safe to others. Safety attracts cooperation. Cooperation multiplies results. This state is maintained through daily discipline. It is not permanent without care. Care keeps it alive. Care is shown through rest, reflection, and restraint. The world will continue to test. Tests are reminders to return inward. Inward strength answers outward pressure. Returning untouchable is not about dominating others. It is about mastering self. Self-mastery outlasts external control. When you walk forward from this place, your steps feel grounded, your words feel chosen. Your silence feels intentional. Nothing is rushed, nothing is forced. This is the position that cannot be taken away easily, built quietly, maintained patiently. Expressed calmly, you return not to announce arrival but to move with certainty, and certainty does not ask permission.